Yes friends, observe here. Now let me develop that code which we have seen over board. Observe this part. Okay, now take this class, take class A and class base. Okay, class A. Okay, within that class A, what you are having int I equals to, int I equals to 99. Okay, now take class base. Okay, class base. Okay, now within this class base we are having one primitive data type and one user defined data type. Okay, what is that? Int j equals to -99, a equals to new capital A constructor. Now take public static void main getting string args. Okay, now observe this part carefully. Okay, this is what base class, guys. Now observe, create the instance for base. Okay, now create one more time instance for the base class. Okay, and before I go to this one, observe this part int I equals to or a equals to 99 and system.out.println. okay, now a double equals to 99. What does it return to us? This operator true, right? Observe this part carefully. Now let me compile this piece of code. The source code name is what? test.java. Let me take this Java, let me put here Java C test.java. compiled successfully. Now what is the main method corresponding class name? Base. Okay, now what is that? Java space base. Okay, now observe, let me compile, run true. It is returning true because this a represented value 99 and this this 99 is what? Same. And one more thing, this a is a primitive variable, not user defined variable or a reference variable. Okay, now observe this part. Okay, now take this one. Okay, now base b and base b1. now system.out.println b double equals to b1. what does it returns to us? False. Why? Observe this part. This representation is very important. If you know how to write this representation, a little knowledge is required to do this one. If you know this one, you can solve any Java related programs with respect to hash code equals method to string. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so here it is, double line of it is what? 818a. so it will return false to us. Observe here. Okay, now it returns false to us. Compile and run this one. Okay, false. It is returning false to us. If you want, I will do one small thing. Okay, we cannot apply that to this one, right? Okay, let it be. I'll do one more thing. Okay, system.out.println. okay, now let it be just for the change, guys. Okay, than that nothing. Okay, yes, false. We are getting the answer as what? False. Why? Because b referred value and b1 referred values are different. Now observe this part carefully. Okay, one important conclusion I want to make here is very specific thing. Okay, observe that part. Most of we guys will be spelling in case of reference variables, double equals operator is meant for it is meant for hash code comparison. Most of we guys will be telling this double equals operator meant for hash code comparison. That is not exact thing. Okay, observe here. Okay, what is that means? Now b referred value is what? B holding value is what? 18a and b1 referred value is what? b1 referred value is what? 99. Yep. Getting? Okay, I will tell that point later after completing equals method and hash code method. Okay, I'll make that one as a note. Okay, double equals operator not meant for comparing hash codes in the case of reference variables. Okay, I'll prove that one to you programmatically later after completing equals method and hash code method. Getting? Exact, I mean we are having some combinations with this equals method and hash code. We have to use the brain. Okay, here lots of logical things will be existing. Okay, now how to compare this user defined data type. Getting? Simple thing, observe here what user defined data type object will contain. What user defined data type object will contain? Primitive data types and other user defined data types. This primitive data types is available where? Primitive data type value available within the object or not? Yes, it is available within the object. Now can I access only j variable? Can I access only j variable? Yes, you can access. It's not a big issue to us. By using b dot j, I can access. So I will get the value as what? Minus 99. I am getting what? Minus 99. Finally, from user defined data type, that is object 2, I am getting a primitive variable value. Okay. Now from this reference, can I go to this place? Yes, I can go. Through traversing, I can go b dot a dot I. I think by using dot operator to access the members, I can go and use dot operator, and I can traverse from this place to here and this place to here. Getting? I can get even that value also. Finally, I am separating each and everything as what? Primitive variables only. That is primitive data type variables only. Even user defined object, internally it is containing what? Primitive variables only. Getting? So how to compare two user defined object means simple thing. What you have to do is observe here. Okay, what you are recommended to do is what? Access what is that? Access the object, user defined object contained primitive variables. Of course, in turn, user defined object will contain other user defined data type, and that user defined data type will contain in turn primitive variables. Getting? You can traverse, you can get each and every primitive. You can get this primitive, and we can also get this primitive also. Okay, it's not a big issue to us. If I have the primitive variables, can I compare them by using double equals operator? Yes, we can compare by using double equals operator. Can we compare or not? Yes, we can compare them very easily. Now observe here. Okay, now observe here. I'm going to write one simple logic. Observe here. Okay, now how to access this object referred j variable value? Based on on b dot I will jump into I'm jump into the object and I will access the j variable value. Observe here. Okay, b dot j. Getting? And this value is what? This value is what? Minus 99. Getting? Now observe. Now I want to access this variable value also. What is that variable value? How to access this b1 object j variable value? b1 dot j. Getting? Observe. b1 dot, of course this is what? B. I am sorry guys. Okay, this is what? b dot j. How to access that one? b1 dot j. Getting? b1 dot j. Now observe here, this value is representing minus double line, and this value is representing internally. JVM will consider these values only, what J is referring here, okay. But by using B and by using B1 you are accessing, getting. Now I'm having primitive literals. Can I compare them by using double equals operator now? Yes, we can compare them by using double equals operator. Observe here. Now let me put double equals operator. Now observe here. Definitely it returns what? True to us. Definitely it returns to us true. Getting? It returns true. Now observe. Comparing these two primitive variables within this object and within this object, not an appropriate meaning to tell both the objects are same. Getting? Both the objects are same. What I am going to do here is I will go and access this object A referring value also, and also I will take this B referring A value also. How to take this I variable? I am at this place. How to reach that place? Simple thing. B dot A dot I. Getting? B dot A dot I. So I will get the value as what? Double line. Observe here, okay. Now how to get that value? B dot A. Getting? This is one part. Getting? And B dot A dot I. Now how to get this value being at this place? B1 dot A1 dot I. Getting? Traversing from this place. Getting? So B1 dot A dot I. Okay. Getting? Now observe this part carefully. Okay. Now observe this part carefully. Okay. Now so this B dot A dot I refers which value? 99. Getting? And B1 dot A1 dot I, B1 dot A and dot I refers what? This value. Observe here. You want to write the code by just placing this memory representation within your within front of your eyes, then only you can write all of these things. Okay. Now A dot I refers which value? 99. Getting? Now I accessed this object referring primitive values and this object referring primitive values. Getting? Now can I compare this double line by using by using double equals operator? Can we? Yes, primitive values, primitive data type values, we can compare them simply without any restrictions. Observe here. Let me put double equals operator. Now this one returns what? Definitely true. Okay. Now what is my requirement here? What is my requirement? I want to observe here. I want to tell if these two values are same. Yes, it is partially same. And if these two values are same, other partial is what? Same. So I want to tell if both the partials are same, both the objects are same. Getting? Both the objects are same. Now I am going to use here AND operator. Getting? I am going to use AND operator. Okay, let me use collectives. Okay, let me use AND operator. Now let me take all of these things. Okay, let me take all of these things. Now observe this part carefully. Now put everything within the SOP statement. Getting? Now what is the value? What is the value it is going to return to us? Exactly true. No issues. Why? This representing value, this representing value, this one and this one are all same. So now it will return the value as what? True. Getting? Now observe here. Both the user defined object values are same. Both the user defined object values are same. That is data available within the objects are same. Now it will return true. Whereas in this case, what it is returning? false. Why? It is comparing B referred or holding value and B1 holding value. It is reference variable. These B values say different and this B value is different and this B1 value different. Getting? Now let us see this piece of code. Just a minute to compile and execute. Observe friends, okay? Just observe here. Now let me comment this one also. What is that? System.out.println. What is that? B dot j equals to b1 dot j. Put this one within one collective and put end operator. Now use one more thing, b dot a dot I double equals to b dot a dot I. Okay, now observe here. Okay, it will return true to us. Observe, let me compile this one. Now let me run this one. Observe, true. Why it is returning true? We know that it is user defined object, and here this double equals operator will compare B holding value, getting B holding value, reference values. Observe, very critical, very specific thing. Okay, and what is this logic? To compare what? Both the objects contained data. Getting? Both the objects contained data. Okay, now observe this part carefully. Okay, carefully. It is highly recommended, that is, it is highly recommended to we guys to maintain or to tell whether both the objects same or not same logic within the equals method. Observe, Sun Microsystem, okay, Sun Microsystem has imposed a rule on us, Hello mister, we are having one beautiful rule. What is that? One beautiful principle. If I take any primitive values, double equals operator meant for comparing both the values, whether they are same or not. So like that, let us follow one rule. What is that rule? Means to compare two, okay, in order to compare two user defined objects, getting, use equals method. Okay, that is, please maintain comparing logic within this equals method. That will be very good. Why it is very good? Means you can use this equals method for any object, getting, for any object, getting. So Sun Microsystem imposed a rule on us. What is that? Maintain the comparing logic within the equals method, getting, within the equals method, so that anyone can use that one. Getting, a method can be accessed by anyone. Now observe here whether our logic is perfect or not. Let us check that one. Now before this statement, let me put one small thing, b1 dot a dot I. Now observe here, you are having different meanings. b1 dot a dot I, where I am? b1 dot a dot I am at this value. Now I am asking someone to assign a value to this location. It is at which side? Left side. If it is at right side, what's the meaning? What's the meaning? You are accessing the I variable value. Now if it is at left side, you are referring that block. Okay, now what I am doing here is, let me change this value to b1 dot a dot I to 999, getting 999. Observe, this one is same in both the objects. So what can I tell here? Partially it is equal. Now observe, this object A referring value is what? 999, and this object A referring value is what? 999. Other partial combination is what? Not equal. So does both the objects same? No, I'm going to get here as what? False. Observe here, let me change that value as what? 999. So if it is returning false, what does it indicate to us? Our logic is perfect. Now observe here, it should return false to us. Let me put this statement and let us check this one. Just a minute, observe. Just a minute, observe friends, okay? Before this statement, take it out. B1 dot A dot I equals to 999. It should return false to us. Observe. Observe. 1 second. It should return. Observe. I am taking here. Observe here. It's my mistake, guys. Okay. Observe here. I am accessing here B. Getting. It's my mistake. Okay. Now let me put here as what? B1. Okay. Now let me compile once again and let me run this piece of code once again. False. Getting? Observe here. False. Getting? So you are getting false here. So it indicates our logic is perfect. And this logic, getting? This logic must be maintained within the equals method. Why you have to maintain that one within the equals method means that is the reason. Sun Microsystem is forcing us to maintain that two objects comparing logic within the equals method. Why? It is the user defined object. Getting? It is the user defined object. Getting? I hope you get this one. Okay, let me brush it once. What is user defined data type? Collection of other primitive data types and other user defined data types. And observe here, in the case of primitives, primitive variables will be holding the value which you are assigning. And if I use double equals operator, it will give the it will compare the value referred or holding by that I variable if it is in the case of primitive variables. Okay, now I want to use this double equals operator to tell both the objects are same or not same. How to tell that particular thing? Getting? How to tell that particular thing? Let us use first double equals operator and see what will be the answer. Observe here. Okay, so I have taken one class called A with one instance data member I of type what? Int, and I have taken one more class getting base which is having the primitive data member, that is primitive variable, primitive data type and user defined data type. Class is what? Collection of primitive data type and other user defined data type. Here I have taken only one instance variable and other user defined data type variable of which type category? Instance. Okay, now observe. Within the main method I have written this logic. Okay, let me close the classes. Okay, now observe here, I have created an object for the base class which is B. Observe here, because of this statement this memory representation has been created at memory. Whenever you create an object at memory, there will be an address for each and every object. Okay, and that reference approximate integer value is what? Hash code. And for each and every object different addresses will be there, right? So different hash codes will be available. Getting? Different hash codes will be available. Now what is the reference value means? Either this value or this value approximate conversion to hexadecimal string value, that is either address or hash code conversion to approximate hexadecimal string is what our reference value. Getting? That value will be assigned to this is what? This is what? Assigning operator. This entire representation address is what? reference value, or the entire representation identification is what? This reference value. After doing all of these things, because of this new keyword or an operator followed by a constructor, these things will be done, and this entire representation reference value I am assigning to this B variable, that is reference variable. That is what? 18a. Let it be. It is going to get differ. One more thing, you cannot get these values. Highly secure thing at Java programming language. That's why we are using Java programming language at distributed applications and also at enterprise applications. Now I created one more object here. So because of new keyword and constructor, these things has been happened. One more object created. One more object created having different address. And this equivalent or approximate integer value is what? Hash code. And even this one will be having an address. Observe here, in this we are having user defined data type. So that user defined data type is what? Object only. User defined object. This one also having one address. That equivalent integer value is what? Hash code. And this one will be having what? An equivalent approximate hexadecimal string value. That is what? Reference value. That reference value only here. See, we are chaining the things, getting same technical definition and using that one in repetitive way. Okay, now because of this one, the same thing. Within the base class we are having int j and also a equals to new a. So this one has been created here, and a variable, a is what? User defined object. This is also having an address, and that equivalent conversion to or approximate conversion to integer is what? Hash code. Okay, and this one will be converted to approximate hexadecimal string value. That will be stored in a variable. So that's why it is what? Reference variable. Now this is also what? An address that will be converted to approximate integer value, which is what? Our hash code. And entire this representation will be having one value, that is this object containing this object, just to make the concept comfort understanding, to make this one easier, I put this object here. Okay, but it will be within this object only. Okay, now so this is containing, this object is containing even this one, a object, base object containing this object also. Okay, now here this address conversion to equivalent or approximate hexadecimal string value is what? Our reference. This one is having different reference value, and this B is having different reference value. This is what the memory representation for these two objects. If you do good or exactly in this one, remaining things will be very easy. You are not recommended to put anything. Based on this only you are going to derive each and everything. It will be so simple. Observe here. Okay, now if I use here SOP of B double equals to B1, what will be the output? What is B referred value? 18a. Like our int I referred value is what? 99. Okay, now B1 referred value is what? 99f. Both are same? No, that's why you are going to get here as an output as false. You'll be getting the output as what? False. Now how to compare? These both variables are what? User defined variables or reference variables. How to compare that to reference variables? Okay, you have to think a lot. So what we have done here? User defined object is what? Collection of primitive data types and user defined data types. Once again, user defined data type will be containing what? What? It will be containing primitive variables. If it is getting link, at one point there will be only variables, okay, that is primitive variables. If I access this object primitive variable, and if I access this object primitive variable, how I can reach this place? Through dot operator by using this address 18a dot 44f dot this variable. I can access the primitive variables. If I have the primitive variables value, can I use double equals operator to compare their representing values? Yes, we can compare without any restrictions. We can do that one, okay, we can do that one. So what we are doing intelligently, we are accessing the what is that? We are accessing each and every object containing primitive variables, and we are comparing them with the double equals operator. And to tell whether it is completely equal or not, we have used AND operator. This represents partial data. This one are same, and even this object is containing other object, and that other object containing variable. Here also it is containing other variable. I am taking that one, okay. Now this is the case. Now here if I do compile and run this one, it will return true to us. Now to check whether this way of approach correct or not, what we are doing, I am changing the variable value. Earlier it was what? Just double 9, getting? It is what? Just double 9, getting guys? Earlier it was just double 9, getting? Now what I am doing here, to check whether our logic is correct or not, let me change this value. Now I am at this place. How to reach this place? By using dot operator and by using these addresses only. Indirectly these are what? Address only. Address conversion is what? This value. So you can spell that one as what? Even address also. Observe here, b1 dot a dot I, getting? b1 dot a dot I equals to 999, getting? 999. b1 dot a dot I am changing the value to 999. If I do compile and run this piece of code, what will be the value? It will be false, getting? Why? Only partial data of both the objects same, but other partial data, that is this part and this part is same, and this part is not at all same. That's why I am telling, that's why we are checking our logic whether it is exact or not. And one more thing which you have to put in your brain, only one thing, user defined data type is what? Collection of primitive data types and other user defined data types. Always user defined data type will contain a primitive data type and user defined data type. At one stage, at one point, this user defined data type will contain only primitive variables, getting? So if this is the case, you might be getting one doubt, Mr. This object can contain other user defined data type, right? Yes, it can contain, but at one state, getting? That will contain only primitive data type, otherwise it will not anything, getting? So please try to change this code, try to put the code whatever it comes to you, and try to do the analysis, getting? Try to do the analysis. If you are not getting, please let me know, we will do analysis. Try to learn the concept, okay? I'm sure that you are having knowledge in this one. Try to explore this one, okay? And one more thing, what is that? This logic is recommended to maintain within what? Equals method. Why? Sun Microsystem imposing a rule on us to maintain this logic within the equals method. Why means this is what? User defined data type. If there are n number of objects, I want to compare two objects. Think that I am going to create one more object, base b2 equals to new base, getting? And base b3 equals to new base, and like that b4, okay? Now how to compare each and every object? Once again you want to write this line each and every time? No, don't write like that. we are going to maintain this logic within the equals method, and we are going to call that method by passing an object. Observe here, this is going to do big help to us, that argument. We will understand that one. Okay, this is what our equals method. Still we are having lots of concept here. If you do understand this logic, what is there between equals method and hash code method, the remaining part of logics will be very simple. In front of this logic, other logics will be a dead simple thing. That will be a little thing. You can understand, you can cakewalk there. Okay.